So who knew Down South made fluorocarbon leader? Well, if you follow Down South on Facebook or Instagram or any of that, then you probably knew. And if you were at the Houston Fishing Show, then you probably saw this. Speaking of the Houston Fishing Show, we were there all last week, Wednesday through Sunday. There every day we were promoting the Lost Sparrow and our YouTube channels, and Caleb and I, we got to meet a bunch of you guys. Thank you guys so much for all of the support and coming by and chatting and talking with us and sharing some of your fishing stories. It was just a great time, and it was awesome to meet every one of you, so thank you. But today we are talking about Down South Flouro. Yeah. That's right. Down South Lures, a company that we've all grown to love for their really high quality baits and all of their innovative colors. And they're always coming out with new colors and new things to impress us with. Well, they have now come out with Down South Flouro. And this, is very special to me for a few reasons. But one of those reasons is before all of this was in production, Mike from Down South Lures actually contacted me, and he asked me if I would design this box, front, back, and then even on the spool on the inside. And so that was a project I definitely wanted to take on. I've designed quite a few logos and artwork for a lot of different fishing companies, and it was really exciting to work with Mike and from Down South Lures to kind of create all of this. And I love doing that. I love walking into fishing stores and tackle shops and seeing some of my work and some of my artwork on all of these different packages. It's just really, really neat. So it is special to me. But beyond that, I love what Down South does. They always come out with great, great products that, everyone just flocks to, even at the Houston Fishing Show when they come out with new special lures. They just don't last. Everybody gets there and they buy them all out, and they're generally sold out. All right, here it is, Down South Flouro. Let's take a closer look. So today is going to be more of an introduction to an awesome product rather than a review. One, I haven't been able to fish with this enough yet. It hasn't even been out long enough for me to really give you a proper review on this. So today's more of an introduction. Now, I was able to get out and do a little bit of fishing, test this out on some trout and some redfish, and so far I'm very, very impressed. Now, this fluorocarbon does have 10% stretch in the fluorocarbon line, which is something that a lot of us have wanted for a while. It's something that we've needed, so I'm glad that Down South came out with fluorocarbon line that has 10% stretch. Now, that stretch really, really helps you, keep fish hooked up when you're getting a lot of, especially with trout, when you're getting a lot of those head shakes and you have that extra stretch in there. It really does help you keep those fish on your line, keep you hooked up, and so that's a great alternative. Now, this line is abrasion resistance, which is something that we have to have down here on the coast. But today I wanted to show you the product, I wanted to show you the box, I wanted to show you all of that, and just how really cool this is. So here, let me go ahead and take this out here. Now, all of this line, I believe it comes on 25 feet per spool, which is really more than you'll ever need. Most of us down here are running somewhere in that 2 foot to 6 foot leader line. I guess you could go a little bit more than that. I don't see a real need for that. But most of that is for trout fishing. For redfish, I don't even use fluorocarbon leader. I don't use leaders at all for redfish. You just don't need them. And so anyway, here's the spool. Now, I did design some artwork for this. It's not on any of these yet. I believe on the next run that will be on there. I don't know. We will see. But I know that the box is going to be changing a little bit. This is going to be changing. But let me tell you, one of the coolest things about this is all of these come with this awesome elastic band that keeps your line in place. So when you're cutting off a little piece for your leaders, you can put this back on there and it keeps your line from getting into a big mess. I know I've done it. And in fact, I've brought tape and like tried to tape it back up, but when that gets wet, it doesn't work. And so this is really, really awesome. Now, this band is really, really cool because when you run out here, you can keep the band and you can use that on other fishing line spools. If you got some braid or some mono or any of that, well, you can put this on there to hold that tight too. So it's something that you can keep, you know, and keep using. And I really wish that every fishing line manufacturer came out with something like this, because it is just a pain. And especially in my kayak, you know, when I cut it off and I put it in there and I open up my hatch later, well, I just got line all over the place. So this keeps everything organized, keeps it nice and tight and comfy. And yeah, so there it is. Slides right on there, fits perfect, just like that. And it says Down South Lures on the side. It even has a Flourocarbon band. It's just really nice. Got their logo on the side. Super, super cool. Now, all of this Flourocarbon leader is made in Japan. And I know a lot of you are, you know, wishing that everything was made in America. I do too. But if you knew the fishing industry, well, then you would know that Japan, they have some of the best innovations and technology. And when it comes to the fishing community, they are the standard for a lot of our fishing gear. That's where a lot of our fishing gear is made. Some of the really, really high quality, high end fishing equipment, most of that is made in Japan. And so it's actually a really good thing. All right, like I said, today is more of an introduction to a great product rather than a review. It hasn't been out long enough for me to give you a full review. Now, I have been able to go out and test it. I you know, put it on every setup I have. I put it under a popping cork. I tied braid to the Flourocarbon leader, and I put top waters on there, and I ran corkies on there, and I've done it all. I wanted to test it out. I even ran a leader when I was chasing down redfish, which I never do because you don't need a leader when you're chasing redfish. But there's no better way to really test a line strength than to let a redfish pull it around, because let's face it, they are going to put it to the test. They very, very strong fish, and if there's going to be a problem, it's definitely going to be on one of those big redfish. But I tested it out. I caught a few redfish. I caught some trout, and so far, I really like it. I have no issues with it, you know, at all. I think this is going to be a great line. I know for a fact this is what I'm going to be switching to, and I'm going to be using it. I like it a lot. Now, if you are looking for a good Flourocarbon line, well, go test it out. Tell me what you think. I was impressed with it, you know, for the few days that I've used it. I really like it so far. But I'd like to hear from you guys. What do you guys think? Tell me, you know, tell me what your opinions are on this. I just wanted to introduce it to you today, show you if you guys are interested. Check it out. So far, it seems like a great product. I really like it. So, all right, guys. Well, that is it for today. I just wanted to introduce you to a new product that I really like. I think you guys will enjoy. I think you guys will like it. I have no affiliation with Down South other than, you know, doing some artwork for them. I'm not sponsored or pro staff for Down South. I just thought that you guys would find some interest in this new Flourocarbon line like I did. I know a lot of people were picking it up at the Houston Fishing Show, so I know that so far it's been a hit. But that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.